Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. In today's episode, we will learn about the mountains which came over the heads. Sayyiduna Musa alayhi salam read the rulings from the Tawrah before the Bani Israel and instructing to abide by those rulings. When the Bani Israel heard the rulings of Tawrah, they straightaway refused to accept these commandments. As a consequence of their disobedience, the divine torment struck them in such a way that all of a sudden the Mountain Sinai uprooted, flew and suspended in the air over the heads of the Bani Israel, who were living in a land that was covering an area of 3 miles in length and 3 miles in the width. When the Bani Israel saw that mountain is hanging over their heads, they all fell into prostration and started promising that they have accepted all of the rulings of Torah and they would also act upon them. But at the same time of prostration, they kept their cheek and left eyebrow on the ground and were looking with the right eye at the mountain, whether it is falling upon them or not. And this is the same reason that even today the Jews prostrate in the similar manner, that they keep their left cheek and left eyebrow on the ground. Anyhow, when the Bani Israel repented and promised to comply with the rulings and commandments of Torah, then the mountains flew back and reset at its original place. The Holy Quran has described this event in few places. For example, in Surah Al-A'raf, it is mentioned that, "And when we lifted the Mount Sinai above them as if it was a canopy, and they thought that it would fall upon them, accept firmly what we have given you and remember what is in it, so that you may become pious."